All right. So it is 9:10 now. So we shall start our today's session. Today's topic is relationship. So it is no doubt it is associated with every one of our lives, no matter what form, what way it is, and so this is the important aspect. So I will share a few tips. So it's a huge subject actually. It is not possible to cover it in a one day, but I will touch upon the particular aspect of this so that we can implement that. This, like last session on I have given some tips that how to, read our mind, and these are the not a very high-fi things, but those are the small things makes a big difference. Just before some time, Nego was sharing that how it was helpful, and now the relationship one aspect that we all have to face, and what is the approach? What is the approach? What I have also done my own experimentation, and what was the final that I will share that in today's session, so that you may consider that if that helps, and or you can modify it up to your requirement, your particular situation. Definitely, our individual situations are different; they are unique, So I will come to that. Before that, just let me touch upon that little bit of energy of April 2021. Again, I'm giving reference to the 1st January, the New Year message, where I have told that January energy was chaotic. February is recovering, like somebody has done surgery in the hospital, recovering time. And from the March, that energy will change in favor. And this is already I have started saying many people's lives, something new things are happening, new things are coming. Somebody getting new house, somebody getting new job, promotions, changing places and things like that, something new. And now in the April, this energy will be smoothened out. Energy will be very much lighter. I'm just giving a little bit of assessment here. So here it will be more conducive to your creative energy, creative way of doing things. This year, main energy about the creation, and the creative energy. Earlier I was telling why it was chaotic, because of that masculine energy doesn't want to leave, and the feminine energy has already taken over within us. We all have that masculine feminine energy, so we need to let go that masculine approach to our lives. Money power, muscle power, and some to somehow to get it done. Those you are from Delhi, they know, they call jugaad jugaad technology. Those will not work anymore. This kind of approach will not work. This will be different approach is needed, and we are getting ready for it. Whatever you are, the masters were telling you are get ready for this phase of it. When you will undergo, you then realize how it was helpful to learn something maybe 2-3 years back, which has now become useful. It was never been looked into that way. And if you just make an honest assessment, how you passed through this pandemic period of whole 1 year, 1 year basically gone. In your earlier lifestyle wise, last year was absolutely zero. But you did pass through, whatever might have happened, you did pass through, and you passed through you got the guidance and all those kind of things, and you passed through quite well. And it, in fact, the what is the adversities, it has been used to make your own growth. In 2020 New Year message, the message was that go inward, center yourself, right? That was the, if you read 2020 January, I'm not talking 2021, I'm talking 2020, it is the inward. Why was that? Why was that advice given to come inward? There must be some reason behind those kind of advices given. So it was given that the outside world try to throw you off balance of your life, and you have to center yourself. Basically, you have to stick to spirituality to pass through this period. Now, after that first 2 months, now it is a time to give your renewed self. You have already renewed. Body-wise, many things have been changed. You may or may not noticed it. Some of the time, some period went when we feel very much tired and things like that, because our body cells were trying to adjust with the new energy. Now that part is almost done. Okay, so now it is a time for you to work with this new strategy, new technology, invent new ways to operate yourself. And in this period, I have been given a lot of tips. I'm giving that one now, which I will also give in my topic today, which is relationship. That is, your peace of mind is most precious. Not money, not property, not job title. If you lose your peace of mind, okay, it doesn't worth it to, bargain with anything. Many people, which in the earlier phase, they're done with it. They are suffering with hypertension and what is called anxiety and all those things, job stress and things like this. It's unnecessary. If you look back, the gain out of those is, it's worthless. Means they fall into some high blood pressure and high blood sugar and whatnot. This doesn't worth it. So your peace of mind is most precious asset you have. Even I have gone to that extent, and from my own experimentation again, I have given that advice that if there are two things, any given situation, one side is your peace of mind, another side is to be right, or your duty to be correct, or what people say. All these other pointers, what we used earlier, always choose your peace of mind. Even though for that you have to compromise your duty or what is right thing to be done, it doesn't matter. You are not the creator of this world. You are not running the world. It is your illusion that you are running the show. Even your family, you are not running the show. Whether you are there or not, that doesn't matter. I don't know how much you like it or don't like it, but truth is, even if you are not there tomorrow, nothing will happen. Okay, little bit disturbance. Same thing to your office, same wherever you are. So basically, just need not to give too much of importance of your image. Give importance to your peace of mind. If something can retain your peace of mind, you are operating at a peak level. And to do that, attitude of gratitude. If you surrender everything to the divine, who created this universe, it is his responsibility to run it properly, and he knows it, and it is running properly, whether you agree or disagree. Okay, only you don't see that it is running. It is not evaporating. We people are making a lot of fighting and chaos and all those kind of things. In the bargain, you are losing our peace of mind. We are having multiple level of diseases. We are inviting diseases and all this kind of stuff. Is a human creation. All right. So anyway, so now the thing is, the energetically now it is conducive. The energy will be much lighter. chaos and everything will be coming down. Earlier, whatever that chaos and things was happened because of some unknown factors, those unknown factors will be revealed, so you can take a proper decision in this regard. Okay, so those things, this is the type of energy in the April. It is a good light energy. We don't see many chaos or many things. It will be much quieter, lighter, conducive energy. Okay, use that energy with your empowerment with the spiritual tools and understanding of life. Your life will not change. Earlier thing is, if you if you cannot get well with somebody, I'm talking again, the relationship I'm coming, just separate from this person. I'm not saying that. Okay, that is not the way. Okay, I will tell you what is the way. Okay, that is not the way. There is a reason that some persons are there in your life. Running away will not solve the problem. If you run away from person A and go to person B, maybe it will be worse than person A. Because that lesson you have not learned. That's why you will attract similar, means, like different parameters, sometimes worse. They say that it is from, frying pan to fire, some kind of things, sometimes. Okay. All right. So with this little bit of tips of energetically, so just look into it for different ways of doing things, and maybe you will be surprised sometimes many things already you never explored that. But now, it will coming into flow. I can use this way also. I can do that way or similar way. The ideas will come from within you, and then you can progress forward. Get out of the hangover what was before, and I was doing this, I can take job only if I get that, and drop that idea. Okay, there's nothing of that sort. You can completely revamp your career. You can completely doing something which will be much meaningful and you are passionate about. So those are the areas you have to look into. Not what you have to what you have to earn and all this compulsion and things like that. Review all those things. Now you have a much higher level of understanding of life. At least the pandemic also has given that. All right. So now let me come to today's topic. So about relationships. So first thing is first thing I have to do the expectation management. Okay. When we come to the spirituality, we think that, if I do this, I will change this person, that person, and that person. They will never change. Okay. Let me tell you that. But cut that expectation out. Whoever is outside you, they may not change. It is a fundamentally flawed concept to approach life with changing somebody. If I change this, my life will be great. If I get this, my life will be great. If I live in that house, my life will be great. Okay. If I get that job, all this idea you drop. I'm not saying you will never get it. You may, but that should not be the driving factor. You can only control yourself and start with that. That is a good start. There are a lot of things, ways we can deal with the life, and that can be taught. If the other person needs to change, other person has to be interested and change in that way. And the truth is, when you start your journey, you come to a level where the other person has changed or not really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. You will realize that. So that point of time, so those tips I will give today. How you come to that level when it doesn't matter. Okay. So first, the expectation wise, external factor you cannot change. accept that. There is a reason for it. Okay. This example I gave, like you are a captain of a ship, you are, going to in the middle of the sea. So you're practicing spirituality in an assumption that no storm will come, waves will be smaller, and just sail will be fine, everything will be nice, and I will sail with the ship. It will never happen. Okay. Storm will come, waves will come, different type of weather changes, thing will come. We will have some machine not working, something is happening, and all this is a part of your sailing the ship, and you are the captain of the ship. Even if no matter how much you pray, that will never happen. Because these weather changes and waves, they are following some other principle, which is not under your control. Nothing wrong in praying, but your prayer is not good enough to change that. Okay. Because the primary reason for that is this is too much of selfishness involved here. If we could have prayed that let nobody in the world get affected by that adverse weather and let peace comes upon the whole world, then maybe. But you are not doing that. You're asking for yourself. That's why it will not happen. Okay, you are not approaching it from the humanity point of view. You are approaching for yourself, and that's why it will not happen. So similar way, anybody else in your life or whoever you meet, they will not change because they are following their own soul's plan and their guidelines and whatever it is, whatever drama it has been written in the soul level. That I'm coming a little bit later on that in detail. But if that is the reason that things are not changing, because you are selfish in the motive, then what about dropping that motive for yourself and start working on yourself? That will solve the issue also. Okay, don't leave the other part. Start working from here. Then there will be some solution will come, which will make changes, actual changes in your life. Okay, you got the idea what I'm saying? The other part is beyond your control. It is futile. It's not possible to do that. Changing something, changing scenarios and all those kind of things. And then, so better you start with yourself and then see what happens. Okay, so this is about that. Now, let us see why we attract these different types of relationships and different type of situations in our life. All these are actually pre-planned in our soul level. Whatever the drama we need to play, and we are the co-director of that drama. It has nothing to do with the God or the creator. I don't normally use God, but I'm using it because people use it. Oh God, why me? Why God is punishing me? God never punishes you or rewarding you for anything. It is you who has developed this plan. You means at the soul level, you have developed in the plan and this is being played out. Like in a movie, some villain is being killed. So villain is saying, why me, why me? Because it is in the play, in the script, no? You cannot run away. If the villain doesn't get killed, then the movie will not complete. So it is a director's requirement that it is the movie to be completed. That's why it is being killed. No matter how much, the villain cries that time, nothing will happen. Okay, and the movie will end the way as per the script. And same here. Our life is already script has written for a particular reason. So what is that reason? That reason is karmic account. We might have done something in the other life because this brain has developed in this part, but the karma has been previous part. We might have done many things. And why I have given the reference to the masculine, this energy, most of these activities are developed because of we are running through that masculine energy concepts and implemented that in our previous lives. Maybe previous 100 lives we have done with all those things energetically. I shared that personally I have seen more than 70 lifetimes in detail. All of them I'm knowledge. If I want, I can go through. Most of the driving factor was this, the power and money and all those kind of things. That was the driving force of that life. And there is a consequence. And that consequence, again, we are facing. So soul level, what happens is that whatever we have done, they sit down and they need to settle the energy. Like I give an example of a pendulum. If the pendulum is shifted one side, it cannot stay there. It's a natural principle. It has to come equal and opposite before coming to the neutral. This equal and opposite thing, earlier is better. So soul, what happens is that soul at the time of renewal of life, like when the new life is coming, it plans that all the pendulums which are hanging, it cannot hang there forever. Better to neutralize them. So created those situations where those pendulums can be neutralized. And that is why you meet different people. That is why different enmity has been formed, different opportunities you have got. And most of the lives are played like this, except you get enlightened. After that, the karma doesn't work there. There's no need. It's over. But till that time, it's all are played by our karmic accounts. And in our close relationships, it is definitely karmic account. Otherwise, it will not happen. Almost certain. Means if your life partner, your children, your parents, they are definitely your karmic account holder. In the past lives, and that account need to be settled. And more you go towards the enlightenment, even minor things comes up and you have to settle that. And because of that, most of that, the masters, if you see the first half of their life is terrible. They have gone through the lot of suffering and different types of challenges and things like that. It's quite normal. Anyway, but if somebody is born with a dharmic life, they don't have it. I'm saying that the first time when they last karmic life is sometimes become terrible life. So don't think everything is fine. It's not. They also just learn how to overcome and grow towards that one. All right. So fundamental reason is this is because of the karmic reason. All relationships are there in our lives to settle something. And what we are planning, how to get rid of this person. What will happen to unbalanced pendulum? No? Either you have to take another birth with the same person to settle that, think logically, or there may be for your side to have that somebody of that more higher level of that has to happen so that it balances that. So that is not the way. The way is you face it. Earlier, faster you learn that lessons of the relationship, maybe acceptance, and that will make it go. Because you learn the lessons, it's done. But not avoiding it, no matter how unpleasant it is. Okay, I'll come to the tips how it is to be done. So first thing is what I said, I'm a little bit of, repeating here, just pointing at first thing, forget about changing somebody else. Fundamentally flawed concept. I never said it is possible. Again, I'm saying now, if you are in an illusion that you will change somebody because you are doing spiritual practices, you are fundamentally wrong. Don't take that approach. Okay, you can change your situation. I'll come to that a little bit later. But to idea that somebody will change, my life will be great, it will never happen. Okay, drop that. You work on yourself. When this second part, also listen carefully. If things has to happen, it will happen on its own, not by your pushing. Okay. I think yesterday I saw the message Shreyashi has posted into the group, no? That Shreyashi Datta posted that something happened when she stopped pushing things about her promotion, she got it. So don't push it. Okay, give your intention, energy, and release it to the universe. It will happen. When, I don't know. Nobody knows, because there is higher dimension, there is no time. But chances are more. Okay. So same here. You keep your intention to be having a healthy relationships with everyone. Okay. Not that I will need good relationship with this, but this I will never forget. It will not happen. It will not happen that way. Because the thing which has created that relationship has not gone from you. You still have that grudge. If that grudge has not gone, your lesson has not completed. Okay. So that is where we need to go. How to make ourselves to that level so that we can deal with all these things. First thing of learning, I will not say something new, but I just wanted to bring your focus to that thing what we are already practicing. First, you need to raise your vibration. We are facing situations in our personal life, professional life, or our lives based on which level we are vibrating. We all, in the first time after getting initiated into the Kriya and all, I sent you a note, 3 pages. And that has, first of that is stomach breathing, and it's written clearly, it is for raising cellular vibrancy or the, your PVF. The first thing I teach. Why? Because if you practice that religiously and raise your vibration, it will change your life. Okay, as simple as that. First, you have to raise your vibration. If you're lower vibration, think that way. There is a hill, and there is a low laying area. So if the rain is coming everywhere, hill doesn't allow any water to be stagnant on its body because it's a hill. And where the low laying area, all the water, whatever rain come on top of it, even from other lands, it comes and stay there. So if the altitude, if you take the equivalent of the vibration, our vibration, if you make our vibration low, not only your fair share, a lot of other shares will come into that also. If you raise your, simply what you have to do, if the land is filled up and then go higher, then that land will not accumulate water. Water will come and pass by. And that's how we live our life. We should live our life. Those kinds of experiences like a rain, don't accumulate it. Allow it to pass by. Okay, fall in and then goes from your system. And the key is PVF. Key is vibration. So first thing, if you raise your vibration, lot of things what you are facing will automatically get solved. So this particular thing is the vibration that attracts the situation in our life. We need to understand that. Okay. In the similar situation, there are maybe 2 persons. One person is getting abused, another person not. What is the difference? Source is same. The abuser may be same. Because the vibration is different. Okay, so raise your vibration. No need to say anything, fight anything. No need to convince people that this is not a good and thing. Never, it will never work. It was their soul's plan. No? In the director, like what I was talking, the villain and hero has been given hero's role. So the hero, why he will release the hero's role? He got an opportunity of this movie after a long time. Okay, it will never happen. Even the villain wants that hero to reduce that number of fighting they gave, it will never happen. Okay. Anyway, so this is how it works. So if you learn the lesson, it will automatically go. So that is the key. Okay. Second thing, first is the vibration. Second thing is you have to come to the witness mode. You cannot face any life situation when you are in the boat. Well, that's what we taught last time. You have to learn to see your life from a third person's point of view. Who is the third person? Your soul consciousness. Because soul is witnessing. It doesn't matter what is happening. Nothing can happen in your life without permission of your soul. Okay. But at the same time, soul doesn't have, soul is operating from unity consciousness, not duality. So good, bad, better, worse, these things, like, dislike, these things are not there. It's all experiences. So come to that level where there is no leveling required. Labeling. You can approach life objectively. Something happened, it's okay. It's, just if you do that. And the key is, last session I explained that you take your name. Like this is happening with Rajdeep, not with me. Okay. That creates that first thing to witness yourself, detach yourself from your lower self. So these are the technique used for the lower self. So you start operating, seeing everything in your life from a independent point of view. That is the witness consciousness. From that, you look into that life. That changes. And third thing, once you have done that, so raise your vibration. Next is witness what is happening without any judgment. After that, give your best at that moment, whatever you think appropriate. Respond, not react. Okay. He says some bad words, I also given return 500. उन्होंने भी 2 गाली दी, मैं भी 4 गाली दी. Forget about that. Okay. This is an old concept. Don't do that. It's not needed. Mahatma Gandhi said, if somebody slaps you, put the other, face forward. It sounds stupid, no? Masculine energy point of view, it's absolutely stupid. Why should I give other thing? I should give another one too. So these kind of things need to be, because this is a very high spiritual meaning in that. Means, see, you never know why the other person slapped you. Maybe you had some karma with that person in the previous birth, and it is this, by giving that slap, that is settled. That pendulum is balanced now. If you give a slap back, then another new karmic cycle will start. Okay. The question is, the obvious question, how do we know it is a previous birth or not? What about if it is something new? Okay. That every egoistic mind asks this question. Why should I leave this opportunity to slap? The answer is that, okay, assume that this is for the first time. Somebody slapped you, it created a karma. But karma is created by the other person, not you. No? Law of karma will not live in. Law of karma will punish. Why unnecessary? Suppose police will be taken, given some punishment. Why unnecessarily you get into it and put your name on this? Why? Anyway, he will get punished. You need not to give the punishment. Most of the time, we think we are doing our duty to give the punishment to others. No, my dear. This is where people were entirely wrong. Even they became a terrorist even in the same thing issue. They are giving punishments of injustice done. You are no one to give punishment. And my advice in this regard is don't play God. Who has authorized you to give punishment? Even if somebody has done wrong to you, don't give that punishment. Law of karma will take care of it. It will not, it is a matter of time. Okay, it is a matter of time. Don't unnecessarily put yourself into that thing so that you will also bind karma. Okay, so keep clear from these things that whatever it is not my duty to punish. Convince yourself. There is a divine justice. Karma will not go anywhere. Somebody has done anything wrong, karma will not go anywhere. Okay, somebody has done something because he said, okay, he got these things and all this kind of stuff. But that's why I say the karma is temporary. Pleasure is temporary, karma is permanent. Permanent means even if it is not get in this lifetime, it will go to another lifetime and another till it finishes off. Okay, so it will not live. So why unnecessarily you put your name into it and then you also get carried away with this thing? Things need to be settled. Okay, so then you put another slap and that didn't settle and go to another life, then another slap will come. You don't know that why he slapped you. Then you give another, and this story will keep on moving. So stop it there. It's okay. So this way you can give out of this karmic cycle, because you are witness mode, you are not reacting. You have to let go of these things. So this is what it is, that you need not to play God. You need not to punish anyone. It is none of your business. And so far as other people said something or this thing, to take it or not to take it is up to you.
Guruji, Raghu here.
Yes, Raghu.
Guruji, a quick question. So I'm just thinking through what you said, right? So how does it work in a family with young kids? So a lot of times, kids, they act on their own thoughts, right? And sometimes you are reactive to it, right?
Yeah.
And in the name of punishment, yes, there are a lot of things which happen. So how is that a karmic cycle, or is it something as a parent, you should do certain things to educate them and put them in the right direction, or thinking that that's the right direction to do, or how do you handle those things?
No, very, very good question. See, Raghu, in this, you see whatever is best for the child. If you do that purely, not to satisfy your anger or something, exactly on the same thing, Mahatma Gandhi also did the research, no? He found out most of the punishment given by the parents or in the school is because to satisfy the anger of the person who is delivering the punishment. If you can do that objectively, like you are giving a death penalty as a judge to a criminal, you are doing your duty. You are not creating any commotion there. You are not binding any karma, even if you are delivering death penalty. Okay, see if it is your duty to correct your child without bringing your emotion and to satisfy your anger, or something you said that didn't listen and that's why you are reacting that way, then be careful. Otherwise not. Otherwise it is fine. Whatever need to be done, need to be done. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. All right. So now, so I'm coming here. This is what I just said to Raghu. It is coming from the witness consciousness, that I am playing a role of a father or role of a mother. I am not punishing my child. I'm just playing my role to the best of my understanding and ability without getting emotionally involved into it or without satisfying my anger. It is solely, purely for the purpose what I consider is the best for that. Okay, if you take that approach, you are fine. Okay. So this is about that, what we face in that life, many things. And now I'm coming to the tips part of it. How do you do about it? Okay, there are many things can happen and all those things. So once we understand that everything is coming from some karmic background, then your burden will be easy. And with acceptance of that fact that everything is happening with a due permission from our soul. Without our soul permission, nothing can happen in our life. Forget about relationships. Nothing can happen. At soul level, there is agreement already. It is just being played out. Okay. And sometimes soul has written the script, but we become so bad actors, we mess it up further. No, that is also there. So at least from your side, you minimize that. And most often, when I say your witness mode and get detached, you need to get detached, okay, from this, so that they cannot control you. You can take actions even if you don't get affected. Like the children, what Raghu said, if you want to really, bring the children to be disciplined, you should not get carried away with your anger or things like that. You should not be revengeful or partial. You are doing something for other and not for other. This is not the very good thing to play. But if you are from witness consciousness point of view, if you are operating from the independent point, the position, then it will be always fair. Because there is no further, cooking up things in your mind. It's just simply what needs to be delivered and I leave it there. So this can only happen if you are detached from it. And first key to just listen this part carefully. First key for detachment is the me, myself. My son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, my so-and-so need to cut. That my thing has to cut. You are nobody. Okay. That is the truth. This has spoiled many things because we think it is mine. Children are not your property. Okay, you are a biological parent maybe, but they are not your property. They are created by somebody else. They have come with their own soul's plan. Okay, and it will be played out in this life. So you are, in that sense, they are not your property. So if you can build that within you, then your life will be easy. Okay. What you do whatever you can, and rest you leave it to divine. I think many of you, contacted me offline. I advise the same thing. You need not to be a super dad or super mom and the best, no need to be. Who asked you to be the best? You have not chosen the soul level to be the best, dad in the world. If you had chosen, you would have got it. You have to play just your role. In the drama, don't do overacting. That's what I'm saying. Just play your role. If you do overacting, you will spoil the whole show. The purpose will not be served. So you do whatever role is appropriate. Enough intelligence, enough knowledge, or enough power has been given to you to play that role. Just do the role and get out of it. Suppose you have been given, say, 2-minute role and you don't want to leave the stage. I'm talking the drama. You're continuing 10, 12 minutes and the whole thing will be spoiled. No? So once your role is over, please get out of the scene. Okay. So take life that way. No need to overdo things. Okay. And particularly most dangerous, thing is mother's ego. Mother's ego is very strong. Okay. My child, my child. So just to analyze yourself, that when your ego takes over from the ownership of that, your child. Try to make sure you are not the owner. All the time you remind yourself that I'm not the owner. Okay. It has to be, the creator will take care of it. I'm just playing my role. No need to that, react and play your role. So you do, no matter what the situation is. Particularly for your child, in that particular case, you give whatever advice you can best and leave it there. Let them make the choice. Let them decide. And you tell yourself, whatever I have done, I have just said it without enforce it. Enforcement is none of your business. Give advice, leave it there. Even I come to that level, unsolicited advice, if it's an adult child or grown-up child, don't give unsolicited advice. It's irritating. In my young age also, I was not liking if my father gave me lecture. Okay. So please maintain that. Unless until it's asked, don't give. It's none of your this. Of course, you have to protect. If something going to territory, it will be harmful. Okay. Then you say, this is the harm, and leave it there. And next thing is, you should understand that one thing can be done in 10 different ways. Don't go to an ego trip that my way or highway. Many families ruined only because of this. We don't see the other path, and we don't allow also. Not only we see, not only we are blind, we are not allowing other things we are not aware, and we are not allowing others to follow that also. Okay. This has to, self-analysis should come into that one. We should not be into that darkness. So that's how we lead our life, so that you give whatever is best coming as per your own understanding, as per your own concept of this, whatever understanding you have, and leave it there. The living part normally doesn't happen. And that's why we suffer. Our family suffers. So in this point, what to do? Same tips, like just assess that one way is the right thing to do, your duty as a parent or as a spouse or something, another is your peace of mind. Always choose your peace of mind. Whatever is needed to family, it will come, but not that if you lose your peace of mind, then you become a part of the problem. But if you maintain your peace of mind, you can actually give necessary support what your family needs. And when this is the tips. Now, when I come to this kind of state, and mostly I get one question. That question is, how can I detach myself when I see something is happening in my family, and this, and they are close family members? How can I get detached? Okay, will not that be selfish if I get detached? My dear, it is not that. It will not be selfish. Basically, you are helping. You are helping everybody to grow into their own space. It is about the mutual respect, not selfishness. Is opposite is true. And also, some people ask, one is the selfish factor, and the other factor is that what is the purpose of family if I get detached? You know, purpose of family is to come together, no, not separate. So why separation will help? So this is the spiritual, here the spirituality comes into the play, what I have written there. This particular aspect, what we need to learn is a detached attachment. What I mentioned in the topic. Okay. In the detached attachment means you have to detach from the lower level. You have to detach from your ego level. What I'm talking, cutting and all those things, all are in the ego level. And when you do that, when you give enough of that freedom of something, you can re-establish your connection at the soul level. So this is a detach from the lower level, attach or reattach again. In fact, that attachment never broke, but re-establish that attachment at the soul level. That will transform your family life. If you keep holding in the lower level, the higher level of thing will never come up. So now I'm sharing in my experiment what I did. Okay. What I did was, then again the Rajdeep came, the character called Rajdeep came here. Okay. So then I was telling myself that, okay, 60 years back, there was no Rajdeep. And 60 years after now, there'll be no Rajdeep either. So what about if Rajdeep doesn't exist right now? With that scope of work, I played into my life. The Rajdeep doesn't exist. Then see what happens. So my daughter is telling, Papa, I need that cycle. Okay, get the cycle. Because Rajdeep doesn't exist. My wife tell I have to go to that mall. Say, okay, I'll take you there. So they bought something close. Next day again, no, I have to go that mall again. So I said, okay. No, that the clothes I bought last time, we have to return it from something or change it. I'm sure if previous Razi would have said that is 30 kilometers away. So yesterday you went there. So you could have chosen it properly. So why you need to go again and today? It will again you have to go petrol and I have to drive. But when Rajdeep doesn't exist, their argument doesn't come. No? And I say, okay, again you have to go. Go, do whatever you want. So this, I'm giving some examples. So even so when people ask me, what is your view? I said, I have no view, truly. I'm not angrily saying I don't want to say anything. No, I'm saying truly I don't have anything. You choose this way, fine. You choose that way, that is also fine. Because it is coming from the point that their same thing can be done in 10 different ways, if not more. So how does it matter if I follow that path? It's okay. And I don't have an expectation that somebody clap me or give me a Nobel Prize. So no issues there because Rajdeep doesn't exist. Who will get the Nobel Prize? Okay. I played this about 2 years in my family. Intentionally. I didn't give my, of course, if there is any security issue or something, then we need to give, protect and things like that. And, we have to earn and all this, that part is there. I never say, no money to be given by Rajdeep doesn't exist. That doesn't happen. Okay. So whatever is normally done, any other family person could have done, I have done. That duty has not skipped, but any other opinion and view, I have not given. Not me, Rajdeep has not given. So initially, whatever the resistances, whatever the things, they started changing by themselves. Because here Rajdeep doesn't exist. To whom the fight will be given? To whom to convince? To whom to do all those things? Okay. Maybe I had a concern that, my daughter will buy too much of toys and it will not good for her, or a lot of money will be wasted, and I'm doing cutting and all this. No. But actually, when I have given full thing, even giving full free will, I saw the limit didn't exist. Whatever my monthly budget was never exceeded. Okay, and that worked, Slowly, the urge of doing this, fighting to get this thing somehow done is gone. There's no, whatever you want, you will get it. So the urge of getting things has gone. So this experimentation helped me to come out of that. So the lower level control has gone. So connected to the people that transformed in the family by themselves. I didn't do anything. Honestly, I didn't do anything. Okay. And that makes the transformation. Whoever is non-cooperating or thing like that, okay, they started, there's no point. Why I should, fight with anything? I cannot fight with in the air, no? In an opponent. And there is no opponent. So slowly that changes. And this is how, what the technique I was telling, the detached attachment. You are not living family and go to Himalayas. I'm not saying that. That is not spiritual at all. But playing your role without giving your opinion, which makes transform your thing altogether. Okay, so this is, I'm just shared my own thing. In fact, I didn't do anything. I never claimed that somebody, my all family members has completely changed. I'm not claiming that. But my life has definitely changed. I got liberated. I don't get carried away what I need to do, what I have to say. And if I don't do this, then my whole family will collapse. It never happened. It's even running better. Even cost-wise, it is more efficient now. Okay, many things has happened. My wife was having shopping addiction. That is gone. Okay. There is no need. There is a compulsion. It's coming from somewhere. Our play is psychologically played in different ways. We don't know what caused it. But when I lifted my own thing, then I say magical things are happening. What otherwise could have been take years, if at all, it is solved. So when we release that lower part of the things, ego part of the things, then this understanding and come in the higher level. And there is no judgment there. Okay. In fact, I play the reverse thing. Suppose I came back from office, my wife forget to give me a cup of tea. Then after 2 hours, she realized that today I have not given it, you must be angry. I said, no. I told Rajdeep, how does it matter if you don't take tea one day? Honestly, I did that to myself. How does it matter? One day you didn't take tea. What's the big deal? Rather than, you should not forget, you don't know how much tired I am, and I deserve a cup of tea, I don't get. Stop that nonsense. Basic, fundamentally, don't give too much importance to yourself. That is the ego which demands this. But opposite of it is play that role. Play that role of Mr. India, vanishing yourself. Okay, and see how it plays into your life. So that is the thing, the practical aspect of to developing the detached attachment. Okay, soul level, that attachment goes higher, more closer, because the practical nitty-gritties are not there to judge. And soul level, everybody is pure. Everybody with infinite joy. Okay. So this is how these things has been transformed.